on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll set him back with a lot.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him, because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. Hurry. He's coming. Double up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Jam. Swing. Pistol. Say. Hey, alert.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Hey, line 7. Right there.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
and they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Hurry. Pull it together. Hey, check Mike 34.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run for Nick Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Check. Run. Undercut.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Under 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. Well, they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Michael Thomas on the stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Real. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mayfield now. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, alert 33. Check 99. Point it right. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Alert. Pistol. Hurry.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Alpha. Scoot. Watch the run. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Go. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Haywood. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hurry. 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Hurry.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now Chubb running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's make these babies cry. Regular. Hurry. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Real. Kings. Opposite.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Regular. Run. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Mike 51. I got you. Hey, alert. Hurry. 51 to Mike. Watch QB done.
First down, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here we go, D. Alert. 34, Mike 34. Scoop. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Hey, Echo. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. I don't even know why they... Hurry. Hey, check Mike 34. Hurry. My God.
Here's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Down. 90 Wolf. 6'6". Pull it high. Come.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Under review.
Herbert's pass complete to A.J. Green. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score, Bengals 7, Browns 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's coming, check him, check him. Man, I got you. Hey, check back 30.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Hey, alert 33. Let's go. Hey, dude. Hurry. Mike 34. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
It certainly feels like they're more star. More of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Right there. 54, right there, 54.
Mayfield on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No. Rush in. Hey, alert 33. Pistol. Hey, high 7. 34's the mic. He's coming. Hey. Hey, check back.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Point it right. 36. Hurry, hurry!
And again, it's Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hatchet. King. Hey, alert 33. Alert. Hurry.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's coming. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hurry. Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Kick the edge. Go.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Go.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, baby.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert finding Green complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man, Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? And logo.
On first down, Herbert, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on second down, Herbert. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Chiefs trying to finish that one off and claim victory. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have the lead.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A give running right is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack. And a pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Landry. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Push him back. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike 34. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch out. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Hurry.
A toss play to Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Get ready.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Got it.
53 is the mic. Go.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And again, it's Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. I'm on.
Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Pistol. Bravo. 34, Mike 34. Scoot. Hurry. I'm coming.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
54. Hurry. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Boyd. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.